this is Walter Hazard, and welcome back to another episode of Director's Commentary. This is a video series where I give you my thought process of some of the projects that I've worked on, what it was like working on it, and some of the principles and all that good stuff. Now, for this episode, episode 2, we'll be looking at The Hunger, which was a cinematic, some cinematic test footage that I put out a couple of weeks ago. And I'll be going over the principles, the shots, and, my thought process. So we'll be diving right into it. So the principles was really to have it, just make it like the last one, really, the Colossal Ahamkara. Also some test footage that I did before. So I wanted to give it a teaser format, so I have it 30 to 40 seconds long. Make sure that the tone is very uneasy, very uncomfortable, very awkward, but also very creepy, and work with 5 to 6 shots and end with an "oh, bear in mind." That just had to happen. So with all those things in mind, let's just dive right into it. So for the first shots, we see the warlock coming, like walking into the room. And two things we can kind of deduct from this shot is that we're somewhere on the moon, and we might possibly be following this warlock. He might be the main character. That's kind of what I wanted the viewer to think about. So it's like, oh, are we following this guy, or what's going on here? And then we have the title screen, The Hunger, and then the second shot, we have the establishing shot of the shrine. We see the warlock in the middle of the shrine, and we can kind of definitely confirm that this is the main character. We're following this guy for sure, and we're somewhere on the moon. And the voiceover also kind of confirms that this is the warlock speaking. A quick side note, a reason as to why I went for like the helmet, the Skull of the Dire Ahamkara, was because I wanted to make sure that, in a way, the reason why he's talking like this made sense. You see, in the lore, guardians who interfere with Ahamkara bones or what have you, they tend to go cuckoo in the head, to put it in better terms. They start saying things they don't mean, and there was this one grimoire card where a guardian dared another guardian to do something very dangerous, very foolish. And so the guardian that dared the other guardian was speaking with the consciousness of an Ahamkara, and after that guardian had accepted the challenge and left, the cuckoo guardian came back to his senses and goes all like, "What the hell did I just do? I just doomed this guy's life," I'm paraphrasing, of course, but that's kind of what he was thinking, So I played around with that idea and just pushed it a bit further to the point where this guardian we're following in the cinematic is a lot more sinister and just downright creepy. For the third shot, this is actually one of the 2 close-ups for the cinematic. I had to make sure that we at least saw the warlock's helmet before the last shot, and what better way to do it than, doing it with a close-up. So with this, the viewer might also get an idea as to why he's acting the way he is, and it also kind of further invokes the creep factor, and that was my goal from the get-go. So yay! For the first shots, we go from the close-up straight to first person, and this is probably the sole reason why I called this test footage. Every single test footage video that has made it on the channel has always had that one shot that made me go, "Oh yeah, we're definitely experimenting with that one." For the challenger, it was the over-the-shoulder running shot, and in this one, it was this shot right here. And when I was coming up with the shots for this project, I remember something I worked on, I think 4 years ago. In that video, I also did a first-person shot. Even though the circumstances and reasons were absolutely different from one another, I wanted to convey to the viewer what it would look like from this person's, point of view, and I did just that. Recording it, though, that was another story. I had to make sure that my sensitivity was on point and everything just, looked right and it looked natural. Now, it's not perfect, but, I think I did an okay job. Now, the fifth shot, oh god, the bones. Now, ever since I saw these bones, I was convinced that these were Ahamkara bones, and I felt like I just had to put it in there just for the sake of having it there. I want to make sure that when I put it in that video, it has to make sense, right? So I revisited the script for my character's lines, and I re-added the "feed our hunger" line, just so I could align that with this shot. And I just looked back at it again, and I'm like, yeah, that was definitely the right call. All right, and so for the last shot, the sixth shot, the last close-up as well, I wanted to take that creep factor and just go beyond creepy, And so I had to find a way to properly just go like really creepy. And I thought to myself, how would I do that? So I thought to myself, what if you have a creepy looking guy looking into the lens of a camera for an extended period of time? And a part of me was like, oh my god, that's genius. So I messed around with that idea and some of the in-game mechanics, and we got this. I remember torturing Tasha like crazy, and when I kept asking her to do that one animation again and again and again, just so I could film it right. But in the end, she pulled through, and we got a very nice ending shot, and I have to thank her for that, because she really, she was persistent. But yeah, that was the cinematic. So in summary, I'll go over the principles again. Well, the main source of inspiration was like the first test footage that I did, which was the claws. I used that as a staple, really, and then I wrote around the following principles. Work with the teaser format, make sure that it's around 30 to 40 seconds long. You make sure it's like, that the mood is very uncomfortable, uneasy, kind of creepy as well. Work with 5 to 6 shots and end with an all bearer mind or something along those lines. And I think that, as I look back to it, I think that I stuck to the plan and made it work. So, yeah. That's all I have to say on this project. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you guys did enjoy it, consider giving it a like and maybe even subscribe. I know some of you guys have been asking for The Seventh Sense, director's commentary, and I am working my way towards it, but I just want to make sure that the other projects also get some, some spotlight as well. So I'm working my way towards it. Don't worry. I also want to see a video like that. So yeah, it's coming. It's coming. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you guys did like it, consider giving the video a like and maybe even subscribe. If you guys didn't enjoy it, well, then give it a dislike. But in the meantime, guys, thank you so much for watching. I've been Walter Hazard. Enjoy your day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.